Okay, so today we're going to talk about breaking Alber. And breaking Alber is one of the things that vexes a lot of people. And we believe that is because people look at breaking Alber in a very static way. So Tristan is going to take Alber and he's going to sit there, not moving. Okay, so here I am. Now I have to somehow break this Alber. And the reason people have problems with this is if I come in and I hit him on the head like I'm told to do, okay, he can do a bunch of things. He could stab me. Okay. He could, I don't know, try to snipe my hands. Okay. Now, both of these things are pretty stupid because if he stabs me, okay, if he snipes my hand, okay, so these are not win-win situations, but you know they're not win situations for me either. So we've struggled with this for a while, and we've played around with things like, you know, stepping in first to see what he does, read his intent, right, and then act from there. But lately, we've stopped looking at things in a very static way, the way a lot of people do and the way we certainly have been. In other words, people do not fight like this. When the fight, things are going on. People are moving. Things are happening, right? So let's look at a very basic hanging parry exchange. Okay, this is a drill that's familiar to a lot of people who used to be in Arma. So start from home. So I attack, he goes to hanging parry, right? Okay, now, what is the Scheitelhau? How are we told to do the Scheitelhau? The Scheitelhau is a cut to the head from above, okay, starting from, according to some sources, from the shoulder, with the hands held high. Okay, so let's see how that changes things. Now notice we're starting from Alber, right? And we're being attacked. Okay? So what just happened there? Let's do it again slowly. So normally, right, I'm completing my cut, full cut, going down to the ground. Now I'm going to do a Scheitelhau. And he starts to complete his. Okay? There I am, hand pressing. Now, how is that from the sources? Well, first of all, the sources describe a sequence. So, he's in Alber, I come and attack him, and he goes to Kron. Okay? From here, he tries to displace my sword and strike me with the pommel. Okay? My response to this is supposed to be to press his hands. So, let's move him out of the picture for a minute. Move him out of the picture. Okay. What's my sequence? My sequence is, and that's exactly what I'm doing here. So, we're going to show the breaking Alber at full speed intensity, or we're going to show it in two different ways. One is from this cut-hang exchange, and one just out of the blue. So the idea there is, the only thing I did different is instead of a regular overhau, I did a Scheitelhau. So with that, in a Scheitelhau, as we saw before, as soon as my sword doesn't go down, freeing his blade, what it does is it stays here, so that when he tries to cut, I'm already there. It's very easy for me to do this, because all I have to do is where I am here, right, when he goes to cut, I'm right here. Go back a little bit. Go to cut. Freeze. Look where my sword is. It's already here. All I have to do is this. Okay, so now we're going to do it out of the blue, meaning that he's just going to stand in Alber and I'm going to attack him. Now, what does the person in Alber expect to happen? Okay, so that's what he wants to happen. And the reason that happens is, he's in Alber, he's opening his upper body, I'm attacking. Because my cut is full, it slides off and frees his sword. What I'm going to do to break Alber and the result is here, which is what's supposed to happen. Now, of course, if he's red, Danzig or Ringek, okay, and he's an Alber and he sees me coming in, he might decide to do something else because he knows what I'm doing. And that's where we get the rest of the plays.
So in a similar vein as to what we were describing before in Alber, we've been looking at breaking Ochs using the Krumpow. Now this has given us a lot of difficulties in the past because we've been doing it, again, from a static standpoint. So as an example, Mike is here in Ochs, and I'm trying to figure out how to exactly strike here. But obviously the issues are, one of the issues is tracking at the same speed that I'm able to probe. So the key here is that we're not necessarily trying to break a Ochs that's already in position and defending. We're rather breaking an Ochs that is in transition, or dynamic Ochs. So moving back to Ochs, for example, after a void. So we can see this using the same hanging parry drill as before. The point is that I'm attacking his hands with a Krumpow in the process of him returning to Ochs. This is also important because when you get into this exchange, I'm continually threatening the head, and then switching to threaten the hands. We can use this with Versetzen as well. So, for example, Mike's going to hold Flug, and I'm going to threaten his head, and normally what he would do is wind up to Ochs and stab me through the head. Now, knowing this, because I am threatening Mike's head, and that's why he goes up to Ochs as a defense, instead, I can crump. Once more.
Okay, thanks to Richard Marsden for proposing the April video challenge. Hope everyone enjoyed this, and goodbye.